As I think I look.
No,
No.
everybody on is beautiful. All you have to do is smile, and you are beautiful. I'm post workout, so. Oh, and we're recording. Hi, everybody. My name is Aimee Coppola, and I am so happy, literally so happy to be here today to share this information with you, to kind of guide you through a lot of things that the answers to questions that you may be asking yourself. Um, I had the pleasure of coming on board with Hugh Grace last year. And what I can tell you is after 12 years with another company, I thought I was burnt out. I thought I was done. I thought I didn't want to do this again. And then I got the opportunity to speak with Sara, who you're going to hear from in just a minute. And I was on my own hormone health healing journey and had learned, that it wasn't just only about exercise and nutrition, although those things are extremely important. It wasn't just that. There was so much more that were simple swaps, but that I needed to be educated on and understand in order to give my body exactly what it needed to heal and to stay healthy and to thrive and reduce fatigue and reduce brain fog and really feel my best and give my body the support that it needed. So it has been almost a year here. And when I decided to finally, say, I am going to do this, I am going to do this, I am going to partner, I'm going to link arms. And it's literally what it's been with Jamie and so many of the beautiful women here and Sara and Ben and the corporate team. It was so refreshing. And it's something that brought joy back into my business, and it was something that I got to decide on when I came in very intentionally. How do I want this to look? What did I really enjoy from the last 12 years that I want more of? And what did I not like? What can I leave in that chapter and do better here and create, this pace for myself of really helping women at a high level, without burning myself out, without running myself into the ground, without feeling like this fight or flight. Because as we've learned in hormone health, like we really need to pay attention to our nervous system. We really need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. And so how could I recreate this next chapter of life in a way that was hormone healthy and healthy for my family and healthy for my heart and healthy for my spirit and healthy for my income? I do this full time. I'm a single mom. This is my sole source of income. And so I knew that if I was doing this, I needed to do this at a high level. Not everybody does this full time. There's opportunity for people to pay for their Christmas with their Hugh and Grace income. And Jace will get into that a little bit later in the call. And or there is the opportunity for you to make this as big as you want it. So with all that being said, I wanted to introduce to you Sara Jensen. She is our co-founder, along with her husband, Ben, and also the mama to Hugh and Grace, the beautiful miracle babies, and Hugh and Grace, our beautiful miracle company that I'm just so thankful to be part of. So Sara, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit more about your story? And thank you for being here this morning so early.
Thank you, Aimee. And I just love everyone on this call. We're doing an early call because I'm flying, being emotional. One of my girlfriends I really bonded with was killed. Going to her funeral today, but we bonded over infertility. And the reason we started this company is because it's a reason. It's not about ego. This is not about ego. It's not about wanting to make money. We made a lot of money. We can make a lot more money somewhere else doing other things. We have very successful careers. It's because this company needs to be here. So, hi guys. So hi, I'm Sara, founder, co-CEO, mom to Hugh and Grace. All right, I'll tell you three. So I explain my background because I think that if you're gonna partner with somebody, I mean, actually, I'll even walk through like questions you should be asking. I know several of your worlds have been rocked this week. And as I never thought I'd be in this position, I'm the oldest of six. My mom's a stay-at-home mom. My grandma's a stay-at-home mom. My mother-in-law, all the women I knew around me were stay-at-home moms. So my goal in life was to be a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids. That's what I was gonna do. And didn't happen. I got married at 23. Started trying. I mean, young, healthy, ultra marathoner. My husband's in CrossFit. We're doing everything right. We went through 14 years of unexplained infertility. And during that time of not able to like achieve my goal. I guess I want a baby, but it rocked my world. Um, I had zero self-confidence. I had it broke me, almost broke my ended my marriage more than I want to say. Real feelings and real emotions. My husband and I have very successful professional careers. My husband's a badass. um, I was our sixth round of IVF. We were at one of the best doctors in the world, best in Beverly Hills. We're in his office. I start sobbing, and I'm like, as an ultramarathoner, I stopped running. I hate needles. Doing acupuncture 3 times a week. I had a very amazing career. I had other huge opportunities to make a lot more money than I was making. I couldn't take those opportunities, so I had to have so many doctors, therapy, acupuncture, expert appointments every single week. Guys, I'm sorry. Is this terrible? Try not
No,
to. Okay.
no,
Not at
you're amazing.
all.
This is why women are so incredible because
I
we can just be like,
know.
well, let's just do it while we cry. It's fine. We've all
Okay.
been in the
Exactly.
pantry in the kitchen sobbing. It's fine.
Okay. So anyway, sobbing in the doctor's office. And he said, like, what else can I do? What else can I do? And he said, what chemicals you spray around your house and what skincare wellness products you're using. These chemicals matter. They can impact your hormones. And during all of my rounds of IVF, I was prescribed a hormone cream. And I rubbed a small amount on my leg at night, get on my skin, get my blood levels tested the next morning, my hormones spiked. And I didn't put two and two together. I'm like, oh, if that cream could impact my hormones, everything else could impact my hormones. The amazing, amazing, amazing part of our story, is my husband's sister volunteered to be our surrogate, gave birth to Hugh. And then a year later, my sister called me and said, I want to try to give Hugh a sibling. She gave birth to Grace. Um, Hugh, we're very intentional with a lot of things in their life. The name Hugh means heart, mind, and spirit. Grace means goodness, generosity, and love. That's what brought us our children. Talk about our professional careers. My husband started his career in investment banking, did commercial real estate, over $1 billion in transactions. Then we both went to USC for masters. He has his master of real estate development and MBA. My MBA. He was recruited at the time to go to GE Capital when it was an amazing company, and he was their top prestigious leadership rotation program. Moved back east, outside New York, there, and then came back to LA, and he was recruited by a multi-billion-dollar family office. I didn't even know what family office was. So he oversaw multi-billion-dollar investments. So investments all over the world. He had to go and find companies, turn them around. He was always dropped in as like a turnaround guy. So operate companies with hundreds of employees, fix them, turn them around, help them grow, always look for new opportunities to invest. My professional career always worked in philanthropy. My last role, I was at USC, and they recruited me. USC had announced a $6 billion campaign. And so I worked with our billionaires. I was the one who flew over the world, all over the country, and would get to know you and help you write multi-million-dollar checks to USC. So we finally have our kids, and I couldn't sleep. I'm like, Ben, when we were learning about the topic of hormone disruption, we were just thinking about it through the lens of infertility, because that was our sole focus for so long. And also, we were so fortunate to have professional careers. Every single dollar we spent went to fertility. So we were so fortunate to be able to work with world-renowned doctors and be able to go across the country meeting with experts. And we were so fortunate to have our kids. But when we dove more into the research, when we saw these chemicals definitely linked to fertility, but also autoimmune diseases and anxiety and depression and obesity and cancers, and the list kept going on, on. Like, and I said, Ben, we know so much about a topic that impacts everyone. And with our professional networks, we can get to anybody. And if I can ask you for millions and millions of dollars, I can ask you for a favor. Like that's like the world collided and said, like, what we need to do something. This is why we're here. We need to help create change. So we resigned with a very scary time, your newborn and barely 2-year-old. And we started with the problem. We said, what can we do? And we had world-renowned doctors working with us. And so we said, so we launched with skincare. What goes on your body gets in your body. You don't think about it. But think of a pain patch or nicotine patch. Makes sense. You're putting something on your skin, your body feels different. And so skincare, and we launched wellness, and we have home care. So we need to make this really, really simple. this is for the masses. We're gonna make real impact and real change. People have to understand this. So we say what goes on and around your body impacts your hormones. So home care, skincare, wellness. The average American woman puts on 12 products a day, which is over 160 chemicals a day. Average man puts over 80 chemicals a day, and we're exposed to hundreds more in our environment. We said, how do we help people have really, really high performing products that help reduce chemical exposure and promotes hormone health and make it where they feel like it's doable? Because I think sometimes you hear stats, you hear numbers, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. It's overwhelming. Like, let's create really simple routines. So number one selling set, the routine. 3 products, first thing in the morning, every day. You'll feel better. You'll look better. I promise you'll thank me later. it's you can only control what you can control, and not. And so like we were like, let's create amazing products. We were never going to put our kids' names on products that are not truly incredible. I do have ego when it comes to that. So I have no ego. I have no. We had so many celebrities come and be like, I want to be a face to your company. I'm like, our company is a real company. No, like this is a mission for every single person. We're not a celebrity company. We're not like, this is real. We're doing it because we care and there's impact to be made and people need to know about this. I want to talk about why we chose this business channel. So my husband sits on boards and we like companies, and we were looking at just different ideas and strategies. And we're like, we need to, first of all, we did not want our business to be reliant on an algorithm that we can't change, that we have no control over. I'm a control freak. But we said, if we're truly going to create change, we were formulating our business plan, guys, like 6-7 years ago, and products that long ago. No one's talking about hormone health. People are now, which is incredible, but they weren't back then. And we're like, if we're going to create a holistic solution, it's creating awareness and content and education and community. That is what we need to do. And like, that's direct sales. And I had such a negative taste in my mouth from like some college friends about direct sales. Like, oh, okay, if we're doing this, we need to modernize it. We need to elevate it. We need to make this, like, you're already asking your friends what you want to, what they're using. You want authenticity. You want like to really know. I don't want to be targeted. I don't want to be sold to for just another brand, just another stupid company. So we and I was at USC. My favorite Harvard business case study was on Brownie Weiss. She made the Tupperware party back in the 50s. She created a platform that enabled women to earn income, to gain self-confidence, to change not only their lives, but the lives of those around them. Because as you know, when you're confident, it's magic. I was never confident until, well, before this company, but like it took me years and years and years and years. And the magic in this business channel, when done right, it is really, really hard to do it right. And I can talk about some of the safeguards that we do to make sure this is done right. We said, okay, so we need to create direct sales. And so how do we elevate it? How do we make it affiliate plus? How do we meet people where they are? So we have a retail program, we have an affiliate program, we have an advocate program, and our advocates can also go, they have relationships to a local salon, gym, doctor's office. They're friends with influencers. So retail and affiliates don't build, advocates do. So everyone should be an advocate because it's the best thing ever. So let me tell you about this. Advocates, and I do say, like, we just did the coolest event last month in Nashville, where we brought in amazing, incredible speakers who just want to be part of our community and want to share because what we're doing is real. And I say our products are for everyone. Every single person on this earth should be using our products, but our business is for leaders. Our business is for people who want to work hard, play hard, be supportive, be inclusive. And I say that because we are trailblazers. This job is not easy. You all everyone in this call knows this is not easy, but we do it because we need to. I cannot not do this. I cannot not share that what you're doing for you and for your families and for your loved ones is impactful. Hormones impact your physical health, your mental health, your sexual health, your skin health, longevity, everything. And by us creating really simple solutions, but also content, education, community. We've never been more connected. There's a loneliness epidemic. People are dying earlier. People are not feeling connected. They feel alone. And what we do, not only do we have the most amazing products, the most amazing, home office team, people, but like we add real value. I want to talk about some of the brands that have chosen to partner with us, which is so cool. We're 3.5 years in, guys. We're young. We're not, Ben and I'm 46. My skin's never been better. 46, guys. I had cystic acne. I had melasma. I had all these things for all my hormone treatments. I was going through all my years of IVF. We have, so Four Seasons selected us as their corporate gifting partner. We're sold at the Grand Wailea, at the Wall of Astoria. That's the Brimley Hotels, the premier Wall of Astoria. We're at Rodeo Drive Women's Health Center on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. The premier OBGYN clinic in Beverly Hills sells our products. We have been at Bentley. Launched our, and the last car launch reached out to us and it's like, can we feature Hugh and Grace? I'm like, how'd you hear about that? Sure. We don't pay for this. They approach us. The Institute for Integrative Nutrition is the world's leading health education platform. They have a hormone health course. We have a Hugh and Grace scholarship with that hormone health course. There's so much information out today. Influencers, whoever thinks they know stuff, but really partnering with real education and real content and real studies that's what's important. We have world-renowned doctors and medical advisory board. We have expert formulations. We, as a young brand, we would have never received introductions to these companies, but it's because of the way that we received the intros. And also when they heard our story, they said, we need to do this. We work with the product manufacturers top in the world, where they've created brands that you all heard and loved and are, anyway, I have an NDA, I can't say who they are, but people, when they understand what we're creating here at Grace, they want to be involved. Expansion. Okay, so are there questions for me or should I just keep talking?
I was just going to ask that. I was like thinking, with us being at 3.5 years, what does the next 10 years look like? I know, some of the next 6 and 7 month highlights, but for you, what is your vision, both short term, let's say in the next year, and then what does this look like 10 years from now? What does this look like, in that longer vision picture?
So short term, we're launching Canada next month, guys. Beta launching. Cannot wait. I love to travel. These girls know I love to travel. Ben jokes. He's like, you started this company because you like trips. I do love trips, but I like trips with good people. And so we're launching Canada. We have our leadership in LA. We have our incentive in Puerto Rico. We're launching hair care. So we you think about also what goes on in and around. Our product verticals are simple, but they're expansive. But we do not want to also have so many SKUs that can put a company out of business. One thing that we're really excited that we'll be launching next month, we've had so many brands come to us and say, because the retail, okay, so there's been a lot of disruption in direct sales, but there's been a lot of disruption in just the overall retail market. I went to a big summit, and they were Health and Wellness Summit. And they're talking about how to scale in today's retail economy, you have to have, yes, great products and a great mission. Ours are the best. I've seen a lot. No, but you need to have a real community, which we have, and a real origin story. And our story enables you to share your stories. And so it's not just Sara and Ben's story, but a real story and a real meaning. So global expansion. Aimee, we're already getting I had a royal family from somewhere in the Middle East reach out last week, this crazy stuff. These are things I'm not expand globally, sustainability. One thing, so when we first decided direct sales was the best channel for us, Ben read a book about private equity investing in direct sales companies. And there's a huge chunk in there about section about how direct sales companies fail. And when we engineered Hugh and Grace, I'm like, wait, Ben, why are you focusing on why these companies fail? He's like, we need to understand what to look for. We need to reverse engineer. So what we do is we look at our business every single year with experts. And we say, where's the market? Where are we? Where's our comp plan? Are we modern? How do we tweak things? What incentives do we need to have this year versus last year or the next year? So we're able to be nimble, because if you don't do that, and all of a sudden you're 20 years into your business and you start trying to make those changes, you can't do that. So we've always done that every single year. There's been also our products, I'll tell you, just in the direct sales place, you need to have product differentiation. Beauty can't win out of business because it's just clean beauty. Everyone's clean beauty. I think you need to have where you could only get these products here. Our products are differentiated. No one else is selling products like this. We have, and also consumability. How you want to look at reorder rates. You want to look at people's, do they like them? Are they reorder them again? What's your return rate? Our return rate is less than a percentage point. Unheard of. Unheard of. People, if they start with a routine, we look at numbers. We have 3.5 years of data. If you started with a routine, their first purchase, 70% people come back and buy something else. Unheard of it. You can look at all stats across retail, any retail company. Over 50% of our revenue is on subscription, which when people like the product, they love it. It's on subscription. They're like, wow, like your home cleaner is amazing. I want to try your soap. I need a cleansing bar. I need my wellness. Like what else? Like I have people come to me like, oh my gosh, your home cleaner is this good. Like what else? Like then I need to try all your other products. If this is this good, I need to buy your other stuff. There's also so global expansion, Aimee, taking over the world. We'll do that. not for ego. Not for ego. It's because our products are so needed.
Impact, right? Yep.
Hormone health is the next gut health. Hormone health is more important than even gut health. It includes gut health. And we're seeing, we've been so selective with who we let invest in our company. Ben and I turned away a 7-figure check we were launching that we could have really, really used. We were originally planning to launch of May of 21. COVID hit. We couldn't get our products. It had to be May of 20. Sorry, May of 20 we were supposed to launch. We had 2 employees. Ben and I didn't pay ourselves for a year. We could have really used that 7-figure check. That group that was coming to us has launched several billion-dollar companies that you've heard of. And we said, we're not going to be able to grow authentically if we accept this money. So we turned it away. We are so selective with the partners we choose because this is real impactful. We need to do it in a very, very strategic, meaningful way.
I love that. And, I feel like that's the way that you've kind of shared that with us, and that has continued on in the way that we've been building our teams even. The culture here is very special. We're almost too protective of it. Sometimes we have to say this is for more people. But we absolutely love, what we've been able to create just in the year that we've been here with you. And love that we get to continue doing that. And from a culture perspective, and I know that you touched on this briefly, but we'll take it into this fun side, because I know one of the things that I really did enjoy about the last company that I worked with, I loved being able to get together with my girlfriends on a trip or two every year and have that really fun time, whether I brought my kids or I didn't. And it was amazing because right after I started with Hugh and Grace last year, you guys announced the incentive trip last year to Maui, and it was for the upcoming April. And I was like, because my daughter had been for years asking to go to Hawaii, and we've traveled a lot, but Hawaii is something we'd never been to. And within just a few months, I was able to earn that trip and bring her with me. But the opportunity to have those experiences and to have that fun built in, and I know you love to travel. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, I love to travel. I'm in. So tell us about Puerto Rico, because I know that that's coming up, and that's available we just started the qualification period. So people who are coming in now, block off your calendars for April, because we are going to Puerto Rico. Tell us a little bit more about Puerto Rico. That's fun.
I have to watch we gotta post the recap. We gotta post that reel. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
guys. So I love to travel, but I also like to do it nice.
Yes.
And so our last incentive trip was the Grand Wailea, which is, they did just undergone a huge renovation. They did a $55 million renovation for their spa. And it was amazing. That's our last trip. I'm like, I was telling Ben, like, this is the coolest thing on earth. Like, we never thought we could have kids. We have 100 people wearing our kids' names on their
Get
tab.
down, I said.
And we're going, and we walking to the spa with our Hugh and Grace, and there's Hugh and Grace products are sold there. I'm like, this is so cool. Okay, so we are going to the Fairmont in Spawn, which is just I love, my dad lived a few years in Puerto Rico, so I go and just have a love for the. I love it there. But there's cultural experiences. We're not just going to go to an all-inclusive and do that.
Yeah. And it was funny yesterday, one of my girlfriends she's a foodie. And in case you're a foodie like I am, guess who else is? Sara and Ben, wait till you go out to dinner with them. It's an experience like no other. You get one of everything. I mean, it's fantastic. But it was funny because, you know, I remember last year at the Grand Valia, the closing party out there on the beach in this beautiful setting. And then they put the food. You should see my eyeballs. And I took a video because it was
Will
just
you
the
send
most.
that to me? Because our photographer,
Yes.
that whole
Oh,
thing. I was so mad.
I had to send that actual video to somebody yesterday because I was like, you're not getting a dessert bar at a health company's convention. Like you are getting the most amazing tuna and like, oh my goodness, it's fantastic. And I could talk about those things forever, but I did want to, there's so much heart and so much strategy, but there's also so much fun and so much opportunity that, I love for you guys to hear a little bit of it all because, as you can see here, Sara is just the most connected heart to all of us. And it really is as authentic as it seems here. I send people, sometimes recap videos and I'm like, but it's not just a highlight reel. This is real. Like this is who Sara and Ben are. And this is the actual passion that they have for this mission, for this company, and for all of us and what we get to do. So it's incredible. Sara, thank you so much for hopping on. Is there anything else that you'd like to share before you go?
I was going to talk about more food, but no.
Oh yeah.
my husband created what became the hottest restaurant in Beverly Hills. Yeah. That you could not get reservations unless you went with my husband or the head som. And Elon Musk was there. Beyonce was there every week. It was so fun. So like we left very successful careers that we loved. We truly did love, but because we knew we needed to make an impact. We needed to do better, greater, more important things with our lives than just have fun. So what we're doing at Hugh and Grace truly is that, and we pour our hearts and souls into this. Would absolutely love to partner with you, but let's just leave with this. If you're considering joining a company, if I were you, I'm not giving advice. If I were you, because I never thought I'd get my MBA. I never thought I'd be a CEO. I never thought this. I would look, why was the company created? Was it for ego? Was it for my, first of all, why was it created? What's the stability? If you're gonna risk your family's livelihood, I would never go to a startup because you just don't know. What's the repeat order? What's what's the retention? What's this? And then where do you align? Like what's the mission? What's the real mission? Is it just to make money? Is it just to feed someone's ego? What's the real mission? So with that, I have to go shower and look a little better for this.
Thank you.
Guys,
thank you, Sara.
Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate you. Have a good weekend. Yes, so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So next we'll have Jamie Sheppard. You're going to help us kind of dive a little bit more into the ingredients, not the ingredients, the products and the ingredients in the products, but a little bit more specification about the product line. Jamie, take it away.
Hey, I'm Jamie. Hi everyone. And I love that you got to see Sara's heart so clearly. Like we're all crying too because we know she just wears her heart literally out in the open like that. I mean, I don't rarely see her cry, but like it's just her love is so transparent because that is where she leads from. And it just, I don't know, makes me so proud because it really, companies are top down, right? Like it's how the culture is top down, and both Ben and Sara and our corporate team are just these amazing humans, and they're good humans, and they want to see us win. And it starts with from the inside out. Like she said many times that it's really important that we have like the best products. And it feels really good to know that we do. So I'm going to just keep myself on track with some slides, but I think also it's nice to see when I first started learning about hormone health last year, as I'm 45 now, and I, had always been fit and healthy, and all of a sudden my body had a different plan than what I had for it. And so I went on a mission to figure out what was wrong. And when you think when a lot of us originally think hormone health, we think perimenopause, menopause, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone. And my lens of health and wellness for a really long time was a yoga instructor, spin instructor, played sports my whole life. Was through the lens of fitness and nutrition. And what I learned a few years ago was that I actually was exercising and undernourishing my body, over-exercising, undernourishing my body into hormone dysfunction, overworking my body into hormone dysfunction. And it had nothing to do with, and so I went on this whole journey thinking I was in perimenopause and I needed all these answers. And it turns out I am, while I'm in the age category, that was not what was going on for me. It was actually my cortisol and my adrenals. And so when we talk about hormone health through our, the lens of our conversations here in our company, it's yes, sex hormones, but it's also our thyroid. It's our insulin. It's, which is our blood sugar and metabolism. It is our cortisol, which is our stress levels. It is our serotonin and melatonin, which is our ability to sleep well and to be happy. And so it's an all-encompassing umbrella, right? Fitness and nutrition are part of that, under that umbrella, and important pillars of it. But we are really addressing like all of the pillars for optimal hormone health. And that's also stress management. It's getting a good night's sleep, it's staying hydrated, and it's supporting our body's ability to detox. So all of our products are designed with a multifaceted function, but it's to detox, repair, and protect. So every product that we create has a trifecta approach to detox, repair, and protect in all of these areas. So we're not just talking about like results in the concrete numbers, like perspective. I just lost the word I was looking for, but whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Like we are looking at like how we're talking about like putting your phone down and going outside, limiting screen time, getting a good night's rest, doing things that fill our life with joy, right? And we do that through those 3 product verticals of what goes in, on, and around. And we have, so our products, our goal is not to have this catalog that's like Amway size, because we want to keep it simple, right? But we are looking at those products that are the most commonly full of chemicals and toxins and the most commonly used, so that we can offer simple swaps. Started with skin. So we have a Simple Step skincare line, and that also includes some really neat bath products, and personal care. We have a home line, which is like one of my favorite things, which is our house cleaner and a reusable paper towel. And then also our health and wellness line, which is our Hydrate and Detox, is our Triple Boost, which is our protein delivery system and hormone support. It's an AM and PM supplement, and our marine collagen peptides, which is how I found this company. So and we're adding to each of those areas. But these are things that people are generally already buying. Guarantee you have cleaning products under your sink. So we're just offering everyone, a safer, simpler swap that usually replaces probably like 3 to 5 to 10 other products. So it does make it a little friendlier on the budget too. But they're all designed to support through all of these areas. So our conversations are around just quality of life and feeling good. And we have products that really support that. And I think that as we talk about, she mentioned, she likes to say a lot, so I quote her a lot, in that they're really smart people, which is really apparent, but they also surround themselves with even smarter people. And one of the things that we were really passionate and prioritized in choosing this company was that we could feel really proud of the products that we were offering to people, and we could, with confidence, say that they were trustworthy. And what they do is they just take that even to the next level by not only do they have a science board and advisory board that everything's filtered through, and that guides the decision making of what we formulate and how, but every single product has a formulator call. So when we launched Triple Boost, which is our newest protein delivery system and hormone support, product, which is amazing. And I love it so much. But like, we also got the formulator on a call that did a full training, and every single product has a formulator call. And that's when the person who literally created this product talks through the ingredients, where they're sourced, their efficacy, how they work in the body, what they're doing for us in the body. They talk through why they didn't choose other things, and what to expect, so that we can have the competence. I always say competence raises our confidence. And so that we can be competent in these products. We do not need to be hormone health experts in any way, but it is nice to be able to talk with confidence, right, about the things that we're offering to people. So we have those available to us, as well as this amazing, board of leaders, of advisors, I should say, that really are like world renowned in their expertise and their knowledge and their skill set. And excitingly, like, we're growing in these products. So I mentioned the products that we have had added like 6 new products, 6 new SKUs this year alone. We have like 4 more coming, as well as next month, starting in November, we even have our first Hugh Grace approved collaboration. So like I said, we're not like looking to create the world's biggest catalog, because we want to stay in our lane. We want to stay in our zone of genius and keep it simple. But yet people, once we start this conversation, people are naturally like, well, what deodorant do you use? What hair products do you use? What makeup do you use? And we're not looking to become a makeup brand, but it is important to be able to have like that stamp of approval. So that's literally what we've done. And we've partnered with Youngblood Mineral Cosmetics out of Europe, and they're creating a Hugh Grace set for us that we can sell and earn commission and know that it meets our quality standards with our Hugh Grace approved sticker on it, which is really neat because it's going to be the first of many. We have a functional mushroom cacao launching this holiday for like a seasonal, which will be a really nice addition to our health lineup. I was like brushing my hair before this, going like, my hair looks really good today. Like, I'm having a good hair day, but we actually have our own hair care line and been sampling. I've been trialing that right now, but it's going to be called Your Best Hair Day. And we all got to leave Elevate with like these cute little samplers that they'll be full-size hair products in the fall. In January, not the fall. We're in the fall, in January. And one of the neatest things is, but then they really listen to us. Like Sara and Ben are always asking, like, well, what are people asking for? What do you guys need? What are you wanting? So I know on the horizon, we don't have like exact dates for those, but that's going to include tinted moisturizer with an SPF, hand soap, dish soap, laundry detergent, and so much more, because they have heard us, and they respect us, and they listen to us, and they trust that we know our clientele like the best. So that's a little bit about our products. They are all hormone supportive, meaning that there's nothing in them that's going to cause hormone like dysfunction or hormone imbalance. That means they're going to naturally support our body's natural homeostasis, like how our bodies are naturally designed to function, including our detox function. So our liver and our kidneys and our gut are naturally designed to help us pull these environmental toxins, heavy metals, food toxins out of our body. But because a lot of the pollutants that we have, whether it's from, scents or artificial flavors, things like that, or just environmental toxins, our bodies are really polluted and unable to absorb those nutrients that we're taking in, as well as like eliminate them. So our liver, kidneys, the gut, like our breath, like we're designed to naturally detox, but our bodies are under so much duress from these toxins that they can't actually do those functions. So our products are actually helping our support our liver, and support our kidneys and heal our guts and things like that are going to be, because hormone health is a very bio-individual thing. It's definitely not a one size fits all. You can't just take this pill and everyone's hormone balance. So it helps each person really find that perfect balance for themselves. Go ahead, Aim. Oh, so I got a notification that you raised your hand.
I know I clicked on it on accident. My bad.
That's okay.
Maybe I was
but
just like, woo, woo, this is awesome.
So we're not going to talk too much about products here, but we wanted to just give like a little overview, because it's just so, because we're really proud. We're really proud. I'm proud to say, like, I represent the Hugh Grace brand. Like, we have, our products are bar none. So let's talk a little bit about, actually, no, I'm going to talk really fast about our customer program, because I think it also speaks to the caliber of our product experience. But the customer experience is, you don't need to sign up to get a discount, because we offer such amazing benefits to just being a normal customer. Customers have their own referral link, so they can share their link. They can share their favorite product with friends and earn product credits and give $10 off to the person they're referring. They can earn free shipping and 10% discount. We have, they earn product credit points on their subscription orders. So I just had a bunch of people this last couple of weeks with the triple boost be able to buy their triple boost for free because they just had HG Insider points banked up and were able to like try this new product for just shipping, which is really nice. And then they have access to products first sometimes, master classes, things like that. So, and my favorite part about our customer experience is that I am always in a position to be able to help them, but I never really need to. Like the company is always going to make sure that they are happy. Even our auto ship dates are designed so that their notification goes out before their payment is even processed. So if they get like oh my gosh, I didn't mean to order, I was meaning to cancel it, they still have like, they delay it intentionally. So people have like a 6-hour window to go ahead and like get that canceled without having to like wait till something ships and send it back or fight for a refund. Like we just really want people to come away feeling winning on the customer side as well as on the business side. And Jace is going to talk about the business side, and we're going to talk a little bit about comp plan because ultimately we're here because we want to build an income, whether it's big or small. So do you want to talk about that, Jace?
Yes, I will talk about that. Do you want me to start on this slide?
Whatever slide you want.
Let's start on this one. Yeah. So Sara actually said this really simply, which I loved, which is affiliates don't build, advocates do. But we have 3 different options. This is part of the modern approach, right? It's one of the things that really attracted me to this company because I was like, this is so much more accessible to so many more people that don't want to build teams, but just want to retail or sell can affiliate. People who do want to build a team and a community can advocate. And then we can also talk to brick and mortar. We can also talk to retailers and businesses that stock product and that need hormone safe and hormone supportive products. And so that was super exciting for me. This is something that you can kind of screenshot. We don't have to go into too much detail about it, but these are the 3 options that we offer. Obviously the advocate kind of has the most benefit, so we lean towards that most of the time, but I love that there's more options than that. Okay, let's go to the next. Do you have anything to add to that?
Nope, nothing to add. Do you want to skip past this one? You could, I'll leave it.
Maybe take a screenshot. I'll just pop out a couple things from the plan highlights. So, obviously, like we get a 25% discount, right? One of the things that we love is there's no monthly fees. This isn't like this huge drain on your income. I've always felt every cent that I've put into this company has come back to me and then some tenfold. Like it's feels more like an investment. And that's been a really fun treat. There's so many incredible highlights to the plan, but let's like scroll to the next one and we'll kind of give an overview. So this is our compensation plan at a glance. This is when you're building a team, especially, you can start to kind of go through this model. But one thing that I love about this is whether you build a team or not, you can advance within this plan. And you can advance up to 4 times or 3 times without having to even have a team. You're able to earn off just retail if you decide to do that. And then as soon as you start adding a team, you get all of these additional benefits that open up. We're not a binary system, so it's a much more leveled playing field. Everybody kind of just comes in and focuses on their organization. And that's some of the difference, I think, with Hugh Grace is there isn't this anxious rush to just be like, everyone come here. Jamie, actually, Aimee said it so well when she was like, we're a little too protective, but it's true. Like we do need to kind of expand and open up and like find the right people for the system. And once you do that, then you want more of that because it really is just so life-changing to put the right people in place. So the system so far has been such a blessing and such a treat for all of us. It's a simple system, which I think is always helpful. So this is something you go into more detail in when you sign up as an advocate. And obviously we we help you facilitate where you want to be in the structure. So this is just a little overview, and you can screenshot it if you want to. One of my favorite things about this company, though, is how much opportunity there is to earn on top of just the basic earning, right? This being one of them is probably one of my top ones, because I worked in my last organization for 13 years and there wasn't really anything like this. And I had amazing retailers in my last organization. And this is really, I think, just so awesome. So you can sell and be rewarded for that, obviously, with our 25% commission, but you also start to earn product credits, which are basically a cash back program for advocates from corporate. They work like cash. You can earn them to put towards your product, to invest in additional product, to do home parties or events or gifts. You can use them to buy gift cards for your customers, send happy birthdays. Like that's been such an incredible bonus for this comp plan. And then obviously once you hit 1,000 in sales and higher, you start to bonus an extra percentage off that commission. So it's 25% commission plus 5% off the total amount of volume or dollars that you sold for that month, plus the $75 product credit, right? And then it just like keeps going all the way to, I think it's like $2,500, a $2,500 bonus for 10,000 in sales on top of the 25% commission, and then an extra 200 in product credit. So that's in addition to just the basic comp plan. And then we have our boost program. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice. Which is for our newest advocates. This is a 90-day period plus the month that you join in. So it's 90 days plus is what I like to call it, where we just really get to focus on the basic business building activity. It's just selling, enrolling, building, and we just practice that over and over and over again until your foundation is built. But what's cool is they wanted us to be able to financially support our new advocates coming in, to kind of relieve some of that urgency and pressure to like do everything all at once. So we're able to just teach and go slow, one step at a time, but you're rewarded for every ounce of activity that you're doing. And this is incredible. This is like a game-changing, life-changing program. I think all of us leaders that have come here, this is like the thing that has helped us help people be successful from the get-go, from ground up. The last thing, I think this is the last one, the growth and, no, there's two more. There's two more, guys. The growth and consistency bonus. This is a leader's reward is what I like to call it. This is something that also didn't exist in a lot of the other companies or plans that I looked at when I was looking at different companies. But this is really cool. Again, Sara and Ben are very heart-led. One of the things she said to me in my initial, hey, come over to Hugh and Grace call, was we want you to make money and we will make sure that the system allows for that. And I've been in structures where that's not the case. It's very hard. Like everything you're doing is trying to pull to get that done. And here they're just like, no, here, we'll just do it. So if you're consistent with your rank each month and you consistently hold and maintain the business that you're building, then you are rewarded. So each and every single month, if you bring in two new customers, or two new advocates, you qualify for the growth and consistency bonus starting at senior, mentor, and higher. This is a monthly bonus that's paid out from $250 all the way up to $3,000 if you just continue to recruit. The thing that I really like about this and enroll is that it keeps us on our toes. Like we can't just come and sit. And I like that. I like that this is something that regardless of where you sit, whether you've been here for a long time or you're here on day one, we're all working on the exact same things. And I love that. It's a very leveled playing field, and that's created such a healthy culture.
Can I say something I love about this?
Yeah.
So I also love that even if like you're seen and celebrated and recognized financially for just staying consistent versus moving forward or moving up, or you're only, so because I think we we do what we're recognized by, you know, and so if people only feel like they're seen or recognized for hitting the next rank or whatever, then when you don't do that, the message internalized is like, well, I'm not good enough, or I'm a failure, or I have failed, when like you're still leading and you're still staying consistent, and you're still, you know, building, but in a different way, and you get to build in a way that is aligned for you, not versus what like you
Right.
think, because that's what's recognized. And I think one of my biggest things is to make sure people know how amazing they are, like, and how like worthy they are. And like, it's hard to say that, but when they're feeling, when the message from the company is feeling conflicting, and like it's all aligned in that. And I just think that, you know, you put your money where your mouth is, literally, with this bonus. And like, this didn't exist when we started last year. So when
No.
Sara says, like, you know, we reflect every year to make this better, to make sure people are winning, and to make sure we're continuing to innovate and never have a bad fate in this industry. Like, this is a perfect example of this, and the next one, because this was birthed in January out of, like, you know, a way to improve,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and I love that. I mean, the thing is that's so awesome is that the comp plan is non-toxic like our products. The culture is non-toxic like our products. There's nothing that if there was an issue that we couldn't raise and they'd be like, let's figure it out. Like, that's what's so different. And they really do try to reward all aspects of what we do, which isn't just acquisition, like retention and caring for our customers and heart-led conversations and trainings and all this stuff that we're doing behind the scenes. That's where those bonuses are like, we see you, right? So the last one is the shared leadership pool, which Jamie just mentioned is also kind of a newer program this year. It's a quarterly business share, a leadership pool for senior mentors and higher as well. It's 3% of the company's quarterly commissionable volume. We get one share is 3%. So at senior mentor, you get one share. So 3% of the company's quarterly commissionable volume and up from there. And that's paid every single quarter. And it changes every quarter because our company is growing and growing and growing. So like every single time it's like, what's it going to be this time? And it's cool to kind of also gauge the company's growth and just see that literally in motion as you move forward. So that's a really exciting thing as well. And it just, these additional layers and all of these other things that are possible outside of the main comp plan, I think are what makes this so incredible, because you really can customize it. You can be like, I want to do this, or I want to do this, or I want to do this.
I love it too. So you've gotten kind of the gist, the vibe of our team is, you know, it's the amazing company culture. We lead together, and we lead separate, you know, we're individuals and individual leaders and capable, but we really come together like this to just collaborate and share the load and make it lighter and make it duplicatable. And just because also we really like each other, and we have a lot of fun together. So we have a leaders trip coming up in December that we would love for you all to earn, and it's not too late to earn. And then we actually have a really special trip, our director's retreat, which is a rank that we can tell you more about on the Amalfi Coast in Italy. So that was on several of our bucket lists. So when I was like, Sarah's love languages travel, many of our love languages travel. So we're like, well, I need like trips to look forward to. So so that's coming up. And as far as like next steps, we're so excited to welcome you to this community. We do have through the 15th, so for, you know, middle of the month, an enrollment promo going on. So normally the enrollment fee is $45. Right now it's $1. The person that invited you to this call can give you the code for the $1 when you enroll with a bundle. These bundles, here's an example of the bundles that you'll see on the enrollment screens. They're only available for new advocates. So we don't have customer facing bundles like this, or this to this extent, I should say. But it gives you a chance to go even a steeper discount than the 25%. Like, this is kind of like the best deal you'll get, but it gives you a chance to try whatever you're most excited to try. We can go like the big shebang here and get everything. or almost everything, or you can start smaller. I want you to find an accessible price point that you're excited about, because you can always buy, you can always add on. You get to go shopping anytime you want with your discount, and I do regularly. So we also don't have a monthly business fee. I think that that's really important to say. I think we already said it, but I'll say it again because I really love that we don't have a monthly business fee. And yeah, Kim just had her year anniversary yesterday, so which is exciting. But like, so she had a $25 annual renewal fee, and that's it for the ongoing, and that's just kind of like that back office support. Also, volume is dollar for dollar, so the idea is that you either purchase or sell $200, 200 PV worth of product in a 6-month period to kind of stay as in our advocate system. If that doesn't happen, like, going active for a long period of time, you would simply be compressed out and reclassified as a customer and can re-enroll at any time. And we go from there. So that was kind of, I'm going to re-spotlight all of us and see if there's any questions that you might have. And so grateful that you chose to come. Sorry, I can't multitask very well, but I got it. Thank you for coming and spending time with us on a Saturday morning. Some of you very early on a Saturday morning if you're on the West Coast or Mountain Time. So thank you for that. What questions do you have? We're an open book. You have a few minutes left with us. And we'd love to make sure you come away with this feeling really excited and clear and aligned. And this might have brought up other more questions. You can always reach out to whoever invited you. But we are here to answer those too. Or anything you want to add, Aimee and Jace?
I think it was pretty comprehensive. I mean, the nice thing about it is it's simple. Like, it really just isn't that complicated. And I think, I mean, it's a lot of information, but at the end of the day, that's like the thing that I love about it the most. It's like, it just kind of promotes itself,
Emily, go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I'm in my pajamas.
Great.
I feel like my eye patch serum under my eyes. So I wasn't planning on showing my face, but I want to thank my friend Rita for inviting me to join this. And it's like the more I hear you guys talk about things, honestly, the avalanche of questions that I have really going back to like the cortisol and the like just other levels of stress and how they play into this, because I am 42 and I am probably pretty definitely in perimenopause, but I've gone through like a year and a half of the most possible stress that I could ever experience, and was very, very depressed this last summer. And I'm getting better. Things are getting better. But my question really is, are there like literature, like resources, like things that you guys recommend that we can like touch, hold, read, like learn more? Maybe it's the like hormone certificate or something, but I've heard, I am not a big student of every single production you guys have put out there, but I listened to one other like webinar or something that somebody did like on my lunch break. Could have been one of you guys, I don't remember. But I'm just curious if you have any like directions to point us, because I've really appreciated Rita talking about this more, and the teeny tiny bit that I've been learning, I do also feel like, oh, there's a podcast, cool. Like every woman who's turned 39 now needs to start to know about all of this.
Preach.
Yeah. Emily,
Yeah.
one of the things that I've enjoyed doing this past year, and I did this for myself even before I found Hugh Grace, when I started having a lot of hormonal changes and shifts, and that was around 44, and it was on the heels of an extremely stressful year for me as well. It would take me 10 minutes to tell you everything that happened, one thing after another for me that year. But that's when my hormones grabbed my attention, because everything bottomed out.
Yeah.
And so I was doing all the exercise, I was eating all the right things, and this was still happening. So that caused me to say, hey, it's not just, like I mentioned in the beginning, it's not just exercise and nutrition. what else is going on here. And so I took, some time to dig in. And one of the books that I read in the beginning and have recommended to over 500 women now, and have walked lots of women through this in like a book club format, is by Dr. Laura Briden, and it's called The Hormone Repair Manual.
Mhm.
And it's geared for women who are 40 plus and or late 30s and up, and it takes time to go through and tell you exactly. It gives you the educational base of exactly what's going on with your body, which is fantastic because I didn't even know that. And then from there it gives you the information on things that are maybe popping up as symptoms, and more importantly, lifestyle swaps and
Mhm.
lifestyle tips that you can do. She also gives you information on how to speak with your doctors, tests that you should be asking for. She gives such great information, and she does not have an affiliation with Hugh and Grace, but the number of times she recommends
Oh,
the
wow.
supplements and the things that we carry as a brand and we create, it's beautiful, because I love actually having my customers that come in and want to buy the products. I also point them to the direction of the book, because they understand when they read the book and value so much more. It's not just Aimee said to take an electrolyte. They're like, this is helping my body be nourished with the electrolytes. It's helping my liver detoxify. If I have this heightened estrogen, if I'm estrogen dominant and all these extra estrogens are floating around in my body, the glutathione in our hydrate detox is helping bind that and excrete it. So they start understanding, not just I'm taking a powder, which is, how lots of people start, and that's totally fine. But the retention rate that we have on our products is so high. And I think that that's because we're doing a good job in our podcast or as a community or with these hormone harmony events that we host as a team, educating women and helping. So I'd definitely say start with that book. You can get it on Audible. I'd recommend the paperback version though, so you can highlight. And it's cool too, because then as you become an advocate, you don't have to be the expert, and
Yeah.
most of us aren't the experts. But what you can
Yeah.
do is say, listen to what I just learned in my reading this morning. And people ask, like, how do I start sharing these products? Share what you're learning. And that natural transfer of information, you're helping educate people, so you're helping advance the mission, and you're also sharing why it is that you're starting to clean up your products, why it is you're starting to use different
Yeah.
things that are hormone supportive. So it all lends itself in this beautiful synergy to improving your own state, and then also lending that space for you to give information to other people, even if you aren't the expert.
Mhm.
And so we've even hosted book clubs, where people come in and read this book with us, and we get to implement, plug in, why is it important to take collagen? Why is it important that we're getting turmeric and black pepper every morning in our morning supplement? So it's a beautiful thing, and you can really, help yourself, continue improving, and, lend itself as a tool to building your business.
Yeah. And to, like Aimee mentioned, we have a really robust, a year-long library now of hormone harmony events, which is
Yep.
something we started doing because we do have hormone health experts on our team and in our community, as well as functional health specialists and nurses and body workers and just these amazing brains and women that give so generously. And so on a variety of topics. So we have that all saved. You can, and we did that for the world, right? They're just free kind of
Yeah.
webinars we do once or twice a month. But I think I learn more from them than anything. So I recommend like our team, my advocates, to watch those and use that as like a training, a simple 15-20 minute digestible amount of information that really raises that confidence and competence too. And I think Sara mentioned we partner with IIN, which is the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, and they have a hormone health course that I'm still working through. But I bought it because they offer 45% off to, right? Isn't it? Yeah. To Hugh and Grace advocates. So we have a special code for their courses, and you can get it almost half off. So you don't have to do that. But I was like, oh, I want to keep learning. I really like learning about this stuff. So kind of figure out what your learning style is and know that there are resources. And I think the more you are your best expert though. Like you are the expert on you. And so these are all really great ideas and solutions. And Yvette put some books I hadn't even heard of in the comments. So thank you for that. Thank you for that question too. And
Thank you guys for
giving you a
answering.
hug we know what it's like to have such a big load to carry. So
Yeah.
any other questions? That was such a good one. We can end there or not. Okay. Well, thank you again. I'm going to stop recording.